discuss on the poliomyelitis. So first thing, I want to ask everyone about the lower motor neuron lesion and the symptom. What are the disease comes under the lower motor neuron lesion? So everyone answer accordingly. So I will tell the name accordingly. You will answer. Is it okay? Are you able to see the PPT? So I was asking Vivek, can you tell what is lower motor neuron? Vivek, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is lower motor neuron? Vivek, are you telling anything?
No, sir.
You don't know.
No.
Okay. Which is CORE12? Yes. Which TRE12? Something. Is that?
সাউন্ড এর সাইড কেটে যাচ্ছে একটু স্যার।
Simran. Huh? Simran theory. Yes. What is lower motor neuron?
Yes. Sir, only sir lower motor neuron or sir lower motor neuron lesion?
Lower motor neuron.
Sir, sir, it is a nerve cell which goes from the spinal cord to the muscle. Sir, and its loss, sir, can lead to the weakness and sir twitching of the
I don't want
muscles,
that.
loss of. Yes, sir.
Only what is
The
lower motor neuron.
The lower motor. The cell body of the lower motor neuron is in the spinal cord, and its termination is in the skeletal muscle.
Basically, your spinal nerves is include?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Only spinal nerves?
Yes, sir.
You can tell.
The brain stem and spinal cord.
Brain stem. Then include what else?
Spinal cord. Brain stem,
Huh?
spinal cord.
Brain stem is in the lower motor neuron. Okay, fine. Anyone can tell clearly?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
So lower motor neurons are those neurons which are basically present in the gray horn of the spinal cord, and the motor neurons of the cranial nerves, cranial nerve nuclei, which is situated in the brain stem. then innervates the skeletal muscles.
Okay, again, please.
Sir, lower
Tell it
motor
again.
neuron. Sir, sorry, sir, couldn't hear your voice. Hello.
Just tell again.
Okay. So, lower motor neurons are though includes the all the neurons present in the gray horn of the spinal cord and the motor neurons of the cranial nerve nucleus situated in the brainstem, which innervates the skeletal muscles. Further innervates.
Okay. Not only skeletal muscles, it supplies all the muscles, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
Like
Yes, sir.
whichever supplying to the your cardiac muscle, even the smooth muscle in the organ, all are lower motor neuron only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So anything after your basically spinal cord, anterior horn cell, and nuclei in the
Brainstem.
brain, basically. So those are lower motor neuron lesion. Okay. Lesion, lower motor neuron. Okay, not lesion. So, okay, fine. So now I'm going to share the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So thing is that so will be basically last class you saw something multiple sclerosis. So multiple sclerosis is a condition of which area of the nervous system? Anyone tell?
Sir,
Sir, affecting the white matter and
Multiple
cerebrum.
sclerosis involve which side
sir?
of the brain?
Sir, white
Upper
matter.
Which type?
Sclerosis, which
Acha, which type of
part
neuron?
of the nervous system?
upper motor, sir.
Upper motor, which part?
What?
The
What is the spinal, sir?
Sir, cerebrum.
Cerebral.
So myelin sheath of the axon.
So that
Yes, sir.
means
So myelin sheath of the axon.
that means which part of the central nervous system?
So cerebrum,
White
cerebellum.
matter. White matter in cerebrum. White matter.
White matter. Yes.
White
Yes.
matter.
White matter.
White.
Yes, white matter in the brain and spinal cord, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So also there is
So
optic
now we are
nerve
going to see conditions basically involving the lower motor neurons. So that's why before that we just brush up something about what is lower motor neuron, what are the symptoms seen in lower motor neuron lesion, what are the conditions comes under the lower motor neuron lesion. Okay. So we are telling what is upper motor neuron and what is lower motor neuron. So basically upper motor is your brain and spinal cord. So that means we already discussed many a time that from the cortex up to the anterior horn cell is your upper motor neuron. Isn't it? And lower motor means basically from the anterior horn, let's see this, from the anterior horn and we go up to the muscle is totally your lower motor neuron lesion. So this part,
एकदम.
so fine. So I was telling that lower motor neuron starts from the is anterior horn cell and the nerve which goes from here up to the muscle. So it also includes the cranial nerve. So basically here you can see better way. So you can see from here it is starting and is supplying up to the muscle. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So, in the case of cranial nerve, so this will become your brain. From brain, cranial nerve will come and it will supply either any muscle, glands, or any of the organs, wherever it supplies. So that portion, so after the nuclei of cranial nerve, it will the lower motor neuron. So basically, your lower motor neuron include all the nerves which you have. That means your cranial nerve, 12 pair cranial nerve, and your spinal nerves. Basically, in upper limb, you have the different nerve like median nerve, radial nerve, axillary nerve, and in lower limb like your sciatic nerve. So those are all comes under the lower motor neuron. So whenever you see the cross section of those nerves, basically you see these structures. So basically the fibers, that means your axon covered with the endoneurium. All these together nerve fibers is again covered by your perineurium. So this total thing is called fascicle. And the multiple fascicle is covered with the epineurium. Together form this is your complete nerve. Fine?
Yes, sir.
So now we'll see what are the symptoms basically seen in the lower motor neuron lesion. So any lesion happen in anything of this, that means lesion anywhere between the cranial nerve nuclei and spinal anterior horn cell and below, that means all the nerves whichever we have said, if they are involved, then it will be called as a lower motor neuron lesion. So the symptoms you have already studied in third year, so you know these things.
Sir, from cranial nerve up to where you said?
Up to either muscle, glands, or any organ is supplied. Okay. So you know this comparison between the upper motor neuron lesion and lower motor neuron lesion. So I'm not going into detail. You know all this, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So we'll basically concentrate on this thing. That means in lower motor neuron lesion, basically what will the symptom? So that means muscle tone. In lower motor neuron lesion, it will be hypotonicity. There won't be any tonus present. Circulation are seen in the neuron, and then reflexes, that means deep tendon jerk are depressed or absent, whereas in upper motor neuron lesion you see as an exaggerated one. Fine. In superficial reflexes are not usually get affected like abdominal reflexes. They are not affected usually in the lower motor neuron lesion. Plantar response will be normal or flexor type, and the distribution wise it will be depend on the which nerve or which all nerve are get affected. So that means if a single nerve is get affected, the particular muscle which is supplied by that particular nerve will be affected. Otherwise, if it is a polyneuropathy where multiple nerves are involved, then there will be a complete upper limb or lower limb get affected like that. Right? So okay, so now for the example, different level wise, will ask every one of you to tell one condition according to the level. So, Aditi, can you tell one condition on anterior horn cell? That is a disease which involves the anterior horn cell. Aditi? Yes.
Poliomyelitis.
Huh?
Poliomyelitis.
Poliomyelitis. Fine. So easiest one you got. Poliomyelitis. Fine. Okay, next. Akash. Any condition involving cranial nerve nuclei? Akash.
Hello.
Follow.
Cranial nerve nuclei. Sir, any kind of infarction?
Right? Condition, disease name.
Sir, any ischemic injury? For example, any kind of and then this cranial nerve in cranial nerve nucleus, if there is hypoxic ischemic injury. Hello. Sir, আমি শুনতে পাচ্ছি না একটু। স্যার না স্যার শুনতে পাচ্ছি না, বড্ড ফিভারিশ আসছে। স্যার শোনা যাচ্ছে না স্যার, শোনা যাচ্ছে না একটু।
স্যার আপনার ভয়েসটা একটুখানি জড়িয়ে আসছে।
বলো তো।
এবার ঠিক বলুন। ঠিক আছে।
আকাশ
এবার শোনা যাচ্ছে,
ওকে।
হ্যালো।
আকাশ শুনতে পাচ্ছ কি তুমি? তাহলে বলো।
স্যার এবার শুনতে পাচ্ছি, এবার শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ, ওকে বলো। ঠিক আছে, একটু নেটওয়ার্ক ইস্যু হয়েছে, কিছু করার নেই। হ্যাঁ, বলো।
স্যার ডিজিজ ইনভলভিং স্যার
আমরা একটা কন্ডিশন, না তুমি যেটা বলছো যে ischemic infarct is basically seen in the brain. Okay, either in the cortex or in the white matter. Does it can be called a cranial nerve nuclei involvement?
Hello.
Not specifically because মানে প্রত্যেকটা ক্রেনিয়াল নার্ভ তো আলাদা আলাদা, মানে পার্টিকুলারলি যখন কোনো ক্রেনিয়াল নার্ভ নিউক্লিয়াসের উপর কোনো রকমের ইস্কিমিক ইনজুরি যখন হচ্ছে তখন সেটা ক্রেনিয়াল মানে নিউক্লিয়ার ইস্কিমিক ইনজুরি বলে মানে বলা যেতে পারে, কিন্তু তার বাদে তো বলা যাবে না। তো বেসিক্যালি আমি মানে সেভাবে মানে স্পেসিফিক্যালি কি কোনো ইনজুরি বলতে পারি না।
Then so basically
স্যার ইয়ে হবে স্যার, সিউডো বালবার পালসি হবে স্যার?
Bulbar palsy, pseudobulbar palsy.
no, bulbar is not there. Sorry,
Progressive.
One second. Bulbar palsy is okay, fine. Yes, that is your involvement of the cranial nerve nuclei, but not pseudobulbar. Pseudobulbar is involving
প্রোগ্রেসিভ বালবার পালসির কথা বলছি।
Sir, ALS.
Okay.
Hello.
Progressive bulbar palsy.
ALS anterior horn cell.
No, ALS can involve
No,
anything. ALS is a mixture.
ALS এর মধ্যে সবকটাই পড়ে স্যার।
It can involve upper motor, it can involve lower motor, so all are there. Okay. So anyway, fine. So anything we understood, like if any particular cranial nerve get in, nuclei get involved, according to that, it will be C. So
Sir,
next,
hello.
স্যার
Ankita, yes,
Yes,
আমি স্যার মানে আগে পড়েছিলাম একটা মানে মনে পড়ছি না মানে খুব মানে স্লাইটলি মোবিয়াস সিনড্রোম বলে কিছু আছে মোবিয়াস সিনড্রোম এরকম কোনো মানে ডিজিজ আছে মানে আমার যতদূর মনে পড়ছে
জানা নেই, তুমি একবার দেখে নাও।
স্যার আমি স্যার একটা প্রশ্ন একটু করতে পারি? হ্যালো স্যার, হ্যালো
ঠিক আছে পরে দেখেন
হ্যালো স্যার, সেরিবেলামের সামনে স্যার, হ্যালো
Yes.
স্যার, সেরিবেলামের সামনে যদি কোনো রকমের টিউমার বা কোনো রকমের যদি সিক্রেশন জমা হয়ে যায়, যেটা যদি কম্প্রেশন করে বা কিছু, সেক্ষেত্রে কি হতে পারে অপটিক
Yes. If
নিউরাইটিস
any
যদি বলি?
space occupying lesion like tumor and all those things,
মানে সেরিবেলো পন্টাইল অ্যাঙ্গেলের ওখানে একটা কোনো টিউমার বা কিছু হলো?
that happen.
ওকে
Okay.
হুম,
Hello.
ওকে স্যার, ওকে স্যার।
So fine, we'll go to the next. Who is there? Ankita will tell.
yes, sir. Try to.
Yeah. Disease involving the nerve root. So that means, okay, I didn't show you this. So this means, first thing, this is your, this portion is your anterior horn cell, and this is your all the cranial nerve nuclei. Fine. So next is your nerve root. That means this thing. Basically this and this. If involve this much portion, okay. Everyone can see.
স্যার আরেকবার দেখুন ব্যাপারটা এই সাইডটা কোন জায়গাটা?
This portion, more specifically this. Okay, this portion, this nerve root. Everyone know nerve root. If involving nerve root, so which disease involve this nerve root?
Sir,
Ankita.
thoracic outlet syndrome.
Thoracic outlet syndrome
স্যার
involve nerve
বলবো
root.
স্যার, আমি একটু ট্রাই করছি। পিআইভিডির ক্ষেত্রে হতে পারে, যদি ধরুন
স্যার।
নিউক্লিয়াস পালপোসাস ওখানটা যদি বেরিয়ে যায়, ওকে যদি
Yes,
কম্প্রেস
very
করে,
good.
তাহলে
PIVD,
স্যার
yes, PIVD.
আরেকটা জিনিস আমি বলতে চাই। হ্যালো,
স্যার sciatica, স্যার sciatica?
আরে পিআইভিডিতে তো সাইটিকা হবে।
হ্যাঁ প্যারামেডিক হয় হ্যাঁ।
So many causes.
আরেকটা
Sciatica is
প্রশ্ন আছে।
হ্যাঁ স্যার
condition of
সাইটিকার 4-5টা কজের মধ্যে তো একটা কষ্ট পড়ে স্যার। সাইটিকার 4
Yes.
স্যার একটা প্রশ্ন
So more
আছে এখানে,
specifically is here PIVD or
স্পন্ডাইলোলিস্থেসিস।
Okay.
স্যার এখানে একটা
Changes in
প্রশ্ন
the,
আছে।
vertebral column. So those may cause the compression over the nerve root. Okay. Yeah, thoracic outlet symptoms sometimes if it is may involve the nerve root, but usually it is the little part of the nerve gets compressed by the extra rib or whichever.
স্যার
Fine.
স্যার হ্যালো
Nerve root specifically by the PIVD and any lesion of the injury to the vertebral disc or the posterior portion of the any what do you call degenerative changes in the vertebral column, which will cause compression over the nerve root. Right?
স্যার একটা কথা বলছি।
Okay.
স্যার হ্যালো
Ah.
স্যার বলছি, ল্যামিনা বা পেডিকেল এই দুটো স্ট্রাকচারের মধ্যে যদি কোথাও একটা ট্রান্সভার্স বা কিছু একটা ফ্র্যাকচার হয় ধরুন, সেটাও তো স্যার কজ করতে পারে। তাহলে সেক্ষেত্রে কি স্যার ডিজেনারেশন বলবো, মানে লিশন বলবো, নাকি স্যার সেটা একটা মানে টেম্পোরারি কোনো কন্ডিশন?
সেটা তো লিস্থেসিস
That was lesion. Lesion doesn't mean it's acute, chronic, or temporary or anything. It's not like that. Lesion means any injury. Okay.
ওকে স্যার।
স্যার সেটা তো স্যার সেটা তো
প্যাথোজেন দিয়ে হতে পারে, অর্গানিজম দিয়ে হতে পারে, এমনি ইনজুরি হতে পারে।
Huh? Both are okay.
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
স্যার সংলাপ যে কন্ডিশনটা দিল সেটা তো স্যার লিস্থেসিস মানে লিস্থেসিস সেই মানে কন্ডিশনটা জেনারেলি হয় স্পন্ডাইলোলিস্থেসিসের কথা বলছি
না
না তো ফ্র্যাকচার
এটাও
তো
হতে পারে,
উল্টো
but
করে করলেও করতে পারে।
সংলাপ says PIVD. Disc prolapse. Okay. Disc cause compression over the nerve root. Okay. Clear? We'll go next.
ওকে স্যার।
sir.
Yes. Similar disease about the plexus. So you can see here different plexus are there. So tell me a condition which involves the plexus.
Sir, as party.
Hmm?
As party.
Yes, very good. Then what else? Okay, anyway, Kalyan, another disease involving the plexus. Kalyan. Kalyan, are you there? He is not responding. Issue? Can you hear?
Clamps palsy.
Who is it?
Hello. Sir, Ankita.
No, not Ankita. I am asking Kishu. Kishu is there?
No.
Anyway. So you said Clamcus palsy. Fine, our palsy, Clamcus palsy.
স্যার একটা প্রশ্ন
Anything in
আছে
the lower?
স্যার একটা প্রশ্ন আছে
হ্যাঁ,
যেটা-
yes.
স্যার ক্লামকেস পালসিতে একবার জিজ্ঞেস করা হয়েছিল যে বাচ্চাকে কোন পজিশনে যদি আমি টানি তাহলে ক্লামকেস পালসি ডেভেলপ করতে পারে স্যার ওটা কি হবে শোল্ডারের কোন পজিশনের জন্য ওটা হতে পারে মানে একটা ডেলিভারির সময় কোন পজিশনে আমি যদি টানি
করবো না, হ্যাঁ?
হ্যাঁ স্যার
ওটা particular- না, ওটা particularly যখন Clamcus palsy হবে তখন ডিসকাস করলে বেটার হবে। আজকে এটা নিয়ে আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি টপিকেই যেতে পারছি না এখনো।
ওকে স্যার
ঠিক আছে? ঠিক আছে, জাস্ট আমরা কন্ডিশনের নামটা জানছি। ঠিক আছে, ডিটেলস আমরা পরে জানবো। ওকে, সবগুলোই। Right?
ওকে স্যার
With this MK,
Yes, sir. Hello.
can you tell any or want
Sir,
to can you tell any disease of lower? Yes, tell.
So lumbosacral plexopathy.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So these are the basically involving the plexus. We are going for some examples. Okay. Details we are not going. Just for an idea, we are going for different level injury. What is happening? Fine. Okay. Next, who is this? NB or PG? Whoever is there. Can you tell involving the nerve? Yes, tell. Disease name involving the nerve. Or basically nerve trunk or the branches. NB, PG, Pragati,
Peripheral nerve injury,
like all are peripheral nerve injury.
the ulnar nerve palsy, medial nerve palsy, radial nerve.
Very good. Right. So all this nerve injury like carpal tunnel syndrome.
Carpal tunnel.
So all are nerve injury. Okay. Next. What is this? Is neuromuscular junction. So Rakesh, can you tell? Condition involving neuromuscular junction. Rakesh Kumar. Not respond.
Sir,
Jessica
myasthenia
Singh.
gravis.
Hmm?
Myasthenia gravis.
Myasthenia gravis.
Okay, myasthenia gravis. Okay. So understood. So what are the revision basically involve your lower motor neuron. So that means from the you can see this train. Okay, so from anterior horn cell or cranial nerve nuclei, then nerve root, plexus, then nerve trunk or the branch and neuromuscular junction. Okay, so till there you have the lower motor neuron. So the lesion will be different when the different area of the lower motor neuron get involved. Fine. So basically today we are going to see one condition which involves anterior horn cells. So that is your poliomyelitis. So any doubt in the slides, like whichever material I have sent to you in polio? Because everyone know about polio. I just want to discuss the management part only. Is it okay? Shanlab?
ওকে স্যার
Anyone has any doubt in the
বালবার
like
পোলিওটা
previous
যদি
condition and symptoms? You can tell.
স্যার স্যার আপনি যদি বালবার পোলিওটা একবার ডিসকাস করেন তো ভালো হয় আপনি যদি বালবার পোলিওটা
Bulbar.
ডিসকাস করেন তো ভালো হয়
Going good. So basically you can see the slide.
হ্যাঁ স্যার
Yes.
ইয়েস স্যার
Okay. What is the meaning of this? What is asymmetric flaccid motor paralysis? Can you explain? What is asymmetric?
অ্যাসিমেট্রিক মানে একটা হাত আরেকটা পা অথবা একটা হাত একটা পা অথবা একটা হাত একটা হাত কোনো সিমেট্রি থাকে না
So that is no, it's not bilaterally or equally involved. Understanding?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Flaccid means
That's in tone decrease.
Hypotonia.
এক্স্যাক্টলি হাইপোটোনিক
so the muscle will be hypotonic type or no tone also will be there, right? So that means it is lower motor. So obviously there will be flaccid paralysis. Okay, motor paralysis means the involvement of the muscle here. So in polio, basically it's a infectious disease due to the infection of the anterior horn cell. Okay, there will be symptom will be asymmetrical flaccid motor type of paralysis. So no sensory involvement is there, and so obviously if it only involves the anterior horn cell, so that deal with the motor part of the nervous system. So only the motor gets involved, and that too there will be muscle will be with the low tone or the note absent tone or no tone, and however the involvement of the in the body is not equally both side involved or the nothing specific. Okay, anywhere in the body will get involved like that. Okay, so sometime what happens, not only the anterior horn cell get involved, it also can involve the bulbar nuclei in the brainstem. So due to that, okay, so when you can see this slide.
হ্যাঁ স্যার
So when anterior horn cell of the spinal cord involved, there will be lower motor type of flaccid paralysis, muscle fasciculation seen. Lower limb are generally more affected than the upper limb. why there is no specific cause like that, but in still spinal type of polio, basically the lower limb is more involved, and symmetrical extensor muscle are the first muscle to get affected. So that means the lower limb, basically your quadriceps, your gastrocnemius muscle, all those are the first muscle to get affected, followed by the hamstring muscle and the other muscle involved. So if there is weakness of the extensor muscle, so obviously you can understand the flexor muscle are more stronger than the extensor muscle. So there is chance of flexor contracture is more. So you will see the hip flexor contracture or the knee flexor contracture. So like that, seen in the hip, knee, and the ankle.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Sir. Yes.
Sir, does it commence distally or proximally?
Yes.
Sir, the weakness, sir, does it commence proximally or distally?
There is nothing specific. That's why it is asymmetrical. Okay, it's nothing like the proximal will be more or the distal will be more. But usually, like you will see a combination of both. Okay, there is nothing like a strict pattern that it will go from the proximal to the distal or distal to the proximal in other diseases where you see like that. But in the polio, it is nothing specific like that. Okay.
Sir, is there any reason for being asymmetrical? Because in GB syndrome also similar conditions are there.
No, GB syndrome is not asymmetrical. GB syndrome is
Yes,
symmetrical.
sir. Yes, sir. GB syndrome is symmetrical, but that is also due to infection. Also after an infection. So what is?
No, GB syndrome is not purely infection. It is due to the antibody form. Autoimmune. So it is antibody form. So antibody is generally affect all the myelin sheath. Okay, but here in polio, they basically involve or affect the anterior horn cell. So wherever the infectious material, that means your polio virus, are more affecting in the spinal cord region. Okay, those areas will be more involved. Other areas are not involved. That's why it is asymmetrical. But whereas in the GB syndrome, basically the myelin sheath protein itself get affected. So wherever myelin sheath are there, they will get affected. Like that.
Okay.
That's why the whole body basically get involved. So all four limbs are generally involved. GB syndrome. Okay, so in the other form, that is the bulbar form, where not only the anterior horn cell get involved, also the bulbar nuclei are also get involved. Okay, so that means all the cranial nuclei, they get affected by the bulbar form of polio. So in that case, obviously, what will happen? The function of the cranial nerve will get affected. So that will include basically your it applies to the your tongue, your pharyngeal muscle, laryngeal muscle. So all this get affected. Even if it is your 10th cranial or 10th and 9th cranial nerve get involved, then there may be symptoms of cardiac and the respiratory muscle involvement. And also sometimes, usually in these cases, bulbar are affected, so it comes along with the spinal cord anterior horn cell also get involved. So sometimes spinal is more, or sometimes bulbar symptoms are more. Depend on that, this spinobulbar and the bulbospinal terms are there. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Shanlap, okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other doubt? Anyone else has any doubt? Then you can see this picture. Can you see? Shall I be studying anything?
হ্যালো স্যার, কথা শোনা গেল না।
Yes.
আরেকবার একটু বলুন, শোনা গেল।
Yes. Tell.
কি স্যার? হ্যালো
তোমরা কি বলছিলে? আমি কিছু বলিনি।
স্যার, আমরা কিছু বলিনি তো।
না বলছি, can you see this?
ইয়েস
Picture
স্যার,
now.
ইয়েস স্যার, ইয়েস স্যার।
So in this you can see only the right side is affected, that too only the right lower limb is affected. So here you can see the all over the leg, that is in the hip and the knee and as well as the ankle, there is stretcher contraction. You can see in ankle basically equinus type of deformity is seen. Okay.
স্যার একটা প্রশ্ন একটু বলবো सर, यदि धरुन एखाने यहाँ पे सर लोअर एक्सट्रीमिटी में कॉन्ट्रैक्चर हुआ, लेकिन उसके लिए जो पेशेंट था वो सर उसका एब्डोमिनल मसल सर ऊपर का फिर वो कॉम्पेंसेट करने के लिए उस साइड में हो गया, तो सर मुझे कैसे पता चल रहा है कहाँ पे कॉन्ट्रैक्चर है और कहाँ पे उसको कॉम्पेंसेट करने के लिए कॉम्पेंसेटेड मैकेनिज्म अप्लाई किया गया है पेशेंट?
Okay, see, the first thing what you have to see, where is the more involvement. Okay. So compensatory only as like the primary side, no? So if like your hip contracture or the hip flexor contracture are there, you can see the muscle is completely it's a fibrous type. Okay, you cannot stretch the muscle. Whereas if it is compensatory, some other muscle gets tightened, so then there will be shortening, but not as much tight as the primary one. Okay, so primary one is obviously it is the higher range are involved, okay, or more affected.
Okay, sir.
Fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Others, yes. Other trunk also sometimes there will be scoliosis because asymmetrical. One side is affected, so one side muscle will get shortened, one side will get lengthened. So due to this scoliosis is seen, and other
ফ্ল্যাসিডিটির জন্য হচ্ছে,
yes.
ওই যে মাসেল ফ্ল্যাসিডিটির জন্য কি একদিকে কন্ট্রাকচার হয়ে যাচ্ছে, মানে কম্পেনসেট করতে না পেরে?
Yes, so not compensate basically. If one side muscle is full and another side is stronger, so obviously whichever stronger side they will be contracting, and that there is no muscle in the opposite to counteract that force. Okay. So the stronger side gets shortened. Right? Okay, so coming to the management, so basically before the disease occurs, so we can do this prophylactic management. So that is, everyone know there are different vaccination program. So that's why nowadays polio is called as eradicated from most of the country in the world. So there are different type of vaccines, SARS vaccine and Savin vaccine. So basically this pulse polio program involves this Savin vaccine, that is also called OPV, this oral polio vaccine. So that the live attenuated virus given, and that causes the antibody formation in the body, so which protects the child from the polio to occur. Okay. to the treatment, treatment in the will vary depend on the which stage of disease child is. So in the pre-paralytic stage, that means when the symptoms are according to the GI tract involvement, like there will be fever and other GI tract depression. So for that time, the time where the anterior horn cell have not got attacked. Okay, so the mainly that time the infection control will be the main issues. So and child should be under rest. Okay, so because you have seen whenever child is tired and all these things, there is more chance the muscle paralysis will be much faster. So child should be completely bedridden or put on the rest. They should not play or they should not do any manual work. And if it is a small child, they're carried by the different family persons, so that also should be minimized. Okay, so person should not be overhanded. All the surgery and all those things required should be stopped, because any injury to the muscle in this stage will cause early paralysis of those muscles, or any injection to those muscles will cause the paralysis of the muscle. If child has respiratory failure, child should be on the ventilator, should be isolated to stop the virus to spread for the child, and child should be given good nutrition, protein rich, so that they can develop the antibodies properly, so they recover. So in this period, correct handling technique has to be taught to the family person, so that they don't get overhandled or not in the abnormal manner they are handling done. If any tightness start forming, then they should be given soft spleen, or positioning of the child should be proper with the pillow and all those things, so the deformity doesn't form. Then an important thing you have already know, I think, Mr. Guinness bar. That means it's a moist towel or moist heat towel. You have to place over the different part of the body. That gives the relief in the pain whichever has been occurred, and muscle fatigability also decreases. And physiotherapy can only be given if pain is very much and muscle is going for early shortening. For all those cases, you can only give gentle passive movement to maintain the range of motion of the joint. That's all. So, then when any question, anyone? Hello, can you hear?
Yes,
properly?
sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. I've got you.
Yes.
Post-paralytic stage, that means when paralysis has been happened, okay, that means anterior horn cell has been healed, and the progression of the disease has been stopped. Okay, so that means there is no further chance of paralysis of new muscle, but obviously whichever muscle has been already paralyzed due to the particular anterior horn cell are already killed by the virus. That anterior horn cell cannot be recovered. Okay, but your treatment will be including to gain whichever anterior horn cell are partially involved, not completely completely all the cells in the anterior horns are healed. Some are there, so the muscles are not completely paralyzed. They are the weak. They have the weakness. So your treatment will basically concentrate to regain the strength as much possible from those weaker muscles. And paralytic muscles, you have to maintain the length of the muscle and you have to maintain the properties of the muscle so that those adjacent joint doesn't go for the deformity. Okay, so for that, your physiotherapy will include first you have to do the manual muscle testing to check which all muscle are involved. So whichever muscle is completely zero, so you cannot do the strengthening on those muscles. Okay, and so that's why your strengthening program will depend on the strength of the muscle. So whichever muscle has the strength, and you will try to improve the strength of
স্যার শোনা যাচ্ছে না স্যার
to be different. Yes.
স্যার আরেকবার রিপিট করবেন ওটা শুনতে পাইনি কিচ্ছু স্যার
এখন শোনা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার এবার শোনা যাচ্ছে স্যার
So I was telling the first thing in physiotherapy management in the paralytic stage, you have to first start with the muscle power checking so that you can understand which type of strengthening program you are going to start. So if it is muscle power is zero, there is no need to do any strengthening for those muscles because you cannot gain any muscle power. Okay, now if it is muscle power is from grade 1 to grade 4, for them you can do the strengthening program. That too in different muscle grade, you will do the different type of strengthening program. Okay, so that you can improve to the next level or next muscle power can achieve. Okay. And whichever muscle is already completely paralyzed, so for them you have to maintain their muscle property and flexibility so that the joint doesn't go for the fracture or deformity. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So hearing properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after knowing the grade of the muscle, so like the previous thing, your positioning has to be properly done. Then you have to stress the tight or the contracture muscle. You have to do the stimulation for the grade 1 muscle or which all muscle has the grade 1, so you can go for the neuromuscular stimulation. Then you can start with the gradual strengthening program according to the grade of the muscle. So that means if it is grade 2, you will go to the strengthening program in a inclined rehabilitation board or something like that. So you will be getting the muscle from the anti-gravity movement, elevated gravity movement to the anti-gravity movement. And if muscle power is 3 and above, then you can start with the progressive muscle strengthening program, PRE and all. You can start giving the resistance for the muscle and improve warehouses. Then deformity and all, you need to use the screen. So usually, like if you have seen this picture, where the hip, knee and ankle contracture are there, so that's why the above knee, the L splint. Okay, it is up to the foot. It is there. So L splint, I will show you the picture later. So can be used. Then bilirubin press to correct the school of the child, and the caliper basically used. So caliper is used during the walking also. Okay, so the picture you can see this one is the caliper. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
স্যার স্কোলিওসিস কারেকশনের জন্য এই ক্ষেত্রে কোন এক্সারসাইজ তখন করানো যাবে বা কি অ্যাপ্লাই করা যাবে? মানে মিল্ক ওয়াকিং বেস ছাড়া।
So obviously, is there. So strengthening basically you have to start with the weaker muscle. So you have to check in the trunk which side of the muscle is weak and which side muscle are tight. So tighter side you have to stretch, and weaker side you have to strengthen. You can go for the different spinal exercises and rotation exercises of the spinal cord. All this can be started.
ওকে স্যার।
স্যার যদি ডিজিজটা তো একটা বাচ্চার হয়, যদি সে 5 বছরের আগে হয়, তখন তার প্যারালাইটিক স্টেজ যদি 5 বছরের আগেই ধরুন চলে আসে, সেই সময় আমার তার ম্যানেজমেন্ট তো তাকে তো এগুলো বোঝানোও যাবে না, বিকজ সে তো এগুলো কিছু শুনবে না তখন
Can you repeat once again louder?
सर मैं ये बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि सर अगर कोई पेशेंट का अगर 5 इयर्स के पहले उसका पैरालाइटिक स्टेज ऐसा कुछ हो, तो उन लोगों को हम कैसे एक्सरसाइज ट्रेनिंग करवाएं और कैसे सिखाएं? तो सेम प्रोसेस तो नहीं हो सकता है।
Patient come to you later on in adult phase or something like that. You're telling that?
सॉरी सर, रिपीट अगेन।
I'm telling, like if patient come to you in adulthood and polio has been happened much before.
नो 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 सर,
You're telling that?
सर मैं ये बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि अगर
আমাদের
पेशेंट
পেডিয়াট্রিক
हाँ एग्जैक्टली पीडियाट्रिक केसेस কি হবে?
Pediatric cases also no issue. Like before 5 years of age, okay, that means like
Like I cannot show them the exercises in
but 5 years before the 5 years of age. Is it?
सर रिपीट अगेन सर, सॉरी। हेलो
I'm telling, like you are asking, before the 5 years of age, the paralytic stage child is.
यस सर, यस सर।
Then also is that way, like you have to strengthen the muscle. So now if you can tell if child is not following the command for strengthening, then you can use different method of doing it, like how you do in the cerebral palsy, with the play method you are try to strengthen. Like if you want to strengthen the lower limb, you will make the child stand on one leg or something like that, and they will push some wall or something like that. You have to
ओके सर।
do. Basically, you have to do the strengthening of the muscles. Okay,
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
you can do the trunk exercise on the ball and all those things. You can do all the things. No issue with that.
স্যার হ্যালো স্যার স্যার মেকেনজি টেকনিকে যে একটা বলেছিল না, যে মানে মেইনটেনেন্স অফ পজিশন এন্ড ম্যানিপুলেশন, স্যার স্কোলিওসিস পেশেন্টে ম্যানিপুলেশন কিভাবে দেব, মানে আর সেটা স্যার দিলেও কিভাবে তার যে মানে স্ট্রাকচারাল যে ডিফর্মিটি সেটা কিরকম ভাবে কিওর হবে?
Okay, see, in polio cases, usually you go for the manipulation. Okay, because it is in a, like if in a child it happen, and the structure, the ligaments and other like capsule and all this thing in the joint are not very well formed. Okay, so here basically you are go for the strengthening and all this thing. You cannot. There is no issue with the joint as such, but due to the prolonged muscle paralysis or the contracture, so those joints are not in a good condition. Okay, so that's why this manipulation and all you cannot apply on this polio case. Those are
Okay, sir,
for
but স্যার বলুন স্যার, বলুন বলুন।
that means I was telling this manipulation has to be applied over the particular person with the proper development of the joint and joint is corrected, but in a abnormal posture or in some other like mechanical issues are there, for them you can use those manipulation and all this. You're telling something?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, my question is, okay, fine. I understood that in poliomyelitis cases, we cannot apply manipulation and mobilization and all those stuffs. But sir, my question is, how in generally McKenzie said na ki, we can apply manipulation in scoliosis patients with and positional corrections and all that. So sir, my question is, how manipulation and mobilization will correct the scoliosis condition, and how it is possible, and according to McKenzie.
The discussion point of this condition, no? This is not the time.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Stop.
Okay. Sorry, sir.
Fine. So next, another important thing you have to keep in mind is post-polio syndrome. So this is happen like you will get a patient mostly this condition nowadays, because almost polio has been eradicated many years before. Very few cases are there. New cases are almost not there. So the patient comes to you after like at the age of 30, 40s. Okay. So what happened? Basically, they were affected. It will be seen they were affected 20 years or 30 years back, and they were okay till now. Like whichever paralysis was there, and they have the compensatory, they have the orthosis and everything. They were mobile. Okay, but they will complain like from few months or the year, they are feeling like their muscles are getting more weaker faster. So that is a complaint they will come and give now to you. So for those conditions are basically are called post-polio syndrome. So the late sequelae of the polio. So usually what happens is whichever anterior horn cell are involved, they are not progressive. Okay, so things like if in your body thousands anterior horn cells are there, so if 100 are killed, so the involved muscle will depend on the 100 cells. There won't be any progression in the number of the anterior horn cells, but later on what happen, whichever some anterior horn cells are also very mildly affected. So other than this 100 completely killed, some other 200 or 300 will be like they are partially affected. Those anterior horn cells after a long year, like 30 years or 40 years, they start getting degeneration. Okay, so after the 30 years, this muscles also, which is supplied by those anterior horn cells, initially they were somewhat weak but not completely paralyzed. They start going toward the early paralysis or the faster paralysis or the faster. So you see this post-polio syndrome. So for them, symptoms come like previously they will say I used to do this much of work, but nowadays I get very early fatigue or I cannot lift that much of weight. Previously, I was able to lift or I was able to walk for this much kilometers, but nowadays I am not able to do. Those are because of these muscles are which this muscle is supplied by the whichever anterior horn cell, they are getting degenerated very early because they are got injury, but they have used to manage this muscle with some weakness. But now they are getting degenerated. So the it shows a progressive symptom in the muscle now. So there will be progressive muscle atrophy and the weakness in the whichever muscle was little weak. That is post-polio syndrome. So in these cases also, so you have to start a strengthening program, but in a
not in a vigorous way. You have to start with a very gradual or slow progressive strengthening program for this muscle, and you have to start with the changes in the orthosis and all those things. May need to correct the orthosis because new symptoms or the new joints are involved. Depend on that, you have to do the correction. Clear? So anyone has any doubt? Tell. Clear? Can I hear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ স্যার। হ্যালো
Okay.
স্যার,
Ask me
sir.
like manual work or playing can active. Okay. So thing is that like in the acute viral infection time when muscle go for the overwork, they are basically like those regions are basically get fatigue or they are more involved, more activated. So that's why like when there is some injury or micro trauma or any like in a muscle, so there will be trauma. So muscle is already state of the virus, and so and they are getting a trauma to that along with that. So those muscles go for early paralysis. That is the thing. So like muscle is in an inflammatory stage, or muscle or the muscle supplied by whichever anterior horn cell basically. Those are already inflamed, and further you are causing the injury to those muscles. So they will be having the early paralysis. So things like that, whichever anterior horn cell are not involved, obviously for those muscles, if you are activating or you are giving injection, they won't be paralyzed like that. But like you don't know which muscle is going to be or which all anterior horn cell are involved. So that's why rest is preferable so that any injury doesn't happen. Okay, so if a particular muscle and their anterior horn cell is involved and you are causing the further micro trauma to those muscles, they will be get the paralysis faster.
Sir,
Okay?
sir,
Huh?
sir, suppose a patient is happen to be spinal cord spinal polio, but if we give them proper resting and everything, can we prevent from getting the virus to reach to the spinal cord and prevent the spinal condition?
No. if you get rest and you don't cause any injury, it's not like that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Mhm.
So infection control you have to do. But rest is basically you are not want to fatigue the person so that it can form the better immunity against the virus. That's how it can help a little bit. Otherwise, no.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Anyone? Anything else?
Sir, Nirmalendu has asked a question.
Where?
Sir, in the chat
Here.
section, sir.
Is
Please.
calibration helping in preventing or correcting the joint deformity like genital? Yes, obviously. So his question is calipalization help in caliperization is the call. If you use caliper or if the patient uses the caliper, does it prevent the joint deformity like genu decurvatum and genu varum? Obviously. So if you are maintaining the lower limb in proper anatomical posture through the caliper, so obviously there is no chance of muscle imbalance and all those things. So there is no chance of genu recurvatum. So there will be straps which will control the knee in a particular 5 degree or 10 degree of flexion, so that genu recurvatum doesn't form or the genu valgum also cannot form. Okay. Any other question? So big question. Okay. Why asymmetrical in polio we have discussed already, but why it is symmetrical in spinal muscular atrophy is muscular atrophy is the disease where there is degeneration of the anterior horn cell. Okay, so that will be generalized. The whole anterior horn cell start getting involved. Okay, and in polio it is infective. Whichever area is get more infection, those area or those anterior horn cell will be killed. Other will be somehow affected, some area will be not completely not affected on. So it depends on, that's why in polio it becomes asymmetrical. Other this degenerative cases, so it will be symmetrical type. Because whole anterior horn cell start getting degenerated. Okay. Okay. If there is no question, we will stop.
Hello, sir.
Shalab?
Sir, when will be our next
Hi.
class and what will be the topic?
When means we'll do it in the next Friday only. Fine.
Okay, sir.
And topic next condition will go to the GB syndrome, Guillain-Barré syndrome. We'll see another lower motor neuron type. And like you have seen the multiple sclerosis. Same in GB syndrome also, you know, white matter get affected. Like white matter, like here it is. Basically, your myelin sheath of the nerves get affected. and you see here polyneuropathic types of symptoms. Okay, so that's why the next we'll see the LGB syndrome. Okay,
ওকে স্যার।
so hello.
ইয়েস স্যার।
Fine. So read about GB syndrome little bit. Okay. Then the next class we'll see it, and I will give you the study material. I'll send you to mail or WhatsApp. Fine.
ওকে স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
Okay. We're just stopping the